Hello and welcome, internet friends. I hope you're all doing great. Today, my friend Tomas and I, hi Tomas,
Hi.
will be talking about Oathbringer. Now, this is the spoiler-free part of the video, of the podcast, so we're going to talk about the tone, the writing style, and we're going to give a short summary. And then we're going to give our recommendation, that is whether we recommend it or not, and why, and to whom. Although, given that this is the third book in a franchise, it's honestly kind of useless that we need to give a recommendation, but we'll do it anyways. And yeah, I guess that's it. Let's get into it. Let's go. I am Ivan, and this is the Book Place. In Oathbringer, the third volume of the New York Times best-selling Stormlight Archive, humanity faces a new desolation with the return of the Oathbringers, a foe with numbers as great as their thirst for vengeance. Dalinar Collins, a Lethiarmians, won a fleeting victory at a terrible cost. The enemy Parshendi summoned the violent Everstorm, which now sweeps the world with destruction, and in its passing awakens the once peaceful and subservient Parshmen to the horror of their millennia-long enslavement by humans. While on a desperate flight to warn his fight of the threat, Kaladin Stormblessed must come to grips with the fact that the newly kindled anger of the Parshmen may be wholly justified. Nestled in the mountains high above the storms, in the tower city of Urithiru, Shalandavar investigates the wonder of the ancient strongholds of the Knights Radiant and unearths dark secrets lurking in its depths. And Dalinar realizes that his holy mission to unite his homeland of Alethkar was too narrow in scope. Unless all the nations of Roshar can put aside Dalinar's blood-soaked past and stand together, and unless Dalinar himself can confront the past, even the restoration of the Knights Radiant will not prevent the end of civilization. That was the summary I found online, and now we're going to talk a little bit about the tone and the writing style. I think, just like the other two books, it was like a light-hearted seriousness, and the writing style was super easy. There wasn't... Yeah, you agree, Thomas?
Yeah, I agree. I think Sanderson's prose is very simple, and that's one thing that I think many people criticize, but in my opinion, it's a good thing because his prose doesn't get away from the story.
Yeah, exactly. I agree that it's something good. Like, Lord of the Rings, I know... I only read the first book, and you told me you want to read them. And one thing that you will notice is that the writing style is really... Like, the prose is really complex, you know? It's always describing stuff and mentioning stuff like one time and then never mentioning it again. And it's really hard to follow. But here in a book which is already super long, you know, with a super expansive universe and a lot of characters, I think it's really, really good that the writing style is simple and into the point.
Yeah, I think the writing style fits the story like a glove.
Yeah. And then... Do you recommend... Well, I need to say something before we continue. This is Tomas' favorite book. Favorite book ever or favorite book in the series?
I am still very new to reading because I only started reading like seriously last year. I've read, of course, many books, but I've regained my love for reading last year with BookTube. But yeah, this is probably my favorite book.
Nice. Well, yeah, I'm actually pretty similar to you. I started reading seriously again, like earlier this year. And I think it's in my top 5 books. It's in my top 3 favorite books. I don't think it's my favorite, but it's a favorite in the series and one of my favorites. So yeah, I totally recommend it, I think. And if you've read the first book and the second one, well, of course you need to read it, man. What are you doing wrong if you're not going to read it? Anything else, Thomas?
No, it's okay for me.
Yeah, this part honestly is very boring, especially because not only... Yeah?
It's because we are trying to spoiler-free talk a book that it's the third on a series, so it's a bit weird.
Yeah, exactly. It doesn't make sense, but hey, I'm doing it anyway. But with this, I'm going to end the episode, and then we're going to start the new one. The spoiler-filled part, if you guys want to, you can check it out. Yeah, take care, and see ya.